let's talk about the news that wasn't in the playoffs that happened last night. And it involves the family that SportsCenter's Instagram account has been kind of focusing on for the last 4 years. LeBron James goes back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's sitting courtside, standing ovation. He's got a bottle of wine under him, some water, a coffee, having the night of his life. The city of Cleveland goes bananas for him. Well-deserved. Just kid from Akron.
Hell yeah, bro.
Just kid from Akron. Well-deserved. Now, obviously, after he left, there was some stuff between the ownership and him. I assume that's all the way. Why was he there? Do we know why he was there? Was he getting jersey retired or something, Wendy? What was going on there?
I will give you the answer I've been given, and you can decide whether you believe that. I was told that it was Mother's Day weekend. Actually, it was Monday, but okay, Mother's Day weekend, and Savannah and LeBron came back to Akron to see their moms, and so they were in town, so they took in a game. They were the guests of Dan Gilbert, the Cavs owner. The carpet was worn out. Now, here's the thing. So he gets there. I don't know anything about wine. I don't know if you guys are wine guys.
Opus One.
We're at Steak and Shake at 3 a.m., pal. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
I think that speaks for itself in terms of me. All right, there was a bottle of wine under his seat, and I saw it on Twitter X. It had something written on it. I need some sleuths. Well, I needed like that CSI where they go, enhance.
Yes.
Enhance. Because, somebody took a picture of it. You could see that was written. I want to know what was written on it, but there was a bottle of Opus One waiting for him. Here's the thing about LeBron. If you know anything about LeBron, the fastest way to piss him off is to be late. This is a man who is obsessively on time. But he was late, didn't make tip-off. He came in strategically, some might say. Some might say it was traffic. I don't know, but came in during the first timeout so he could make a grand entrance.
No, I didn't.
Look at me.
He did it on purpose.
I love it.
Wendy, watch your mouth, Wendy.
Look at
you
me.
better watch what you're talking about the king, Wendy.
A king's entrance.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was told that his agent, Rich Paul, called the Lakers earlier in the day and was like, hey, listen, just so you know, LeBron's going to be going to the Cavs-Celtics game tonight. No big deal. Just don't want you to be caught by surprise. 10 years ago, this is as I'm watching the game. Two things are happening as I'm watching the game. First thing, I'm thinking about 10 years ago when he was a member of the Miami Heat. He came to a Cavs game, flew over from Chicago on a private plane because his longtime teammate, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, was getting his jersey retired. It was an off night. The Heat had a game on Sunday afternoon. He flew over, and I was told at that time, doesn't mean anything. Just respect for his teammate. And a few months later, he signed there. Okay. The second thing that was going on was I was having NBA general managers text me back my own meme. Going, what's going on in Cleveland? What's going on in Cleveland? So while on one hand, I think LeBron is always strategic, and I do believe that he wants to remain a Laker. And I have been told that this was no big deal. He was just in town to see family. It does make you wonder because he knew that he would be on all the shows, being today, wondering what was going on.
Well, he's LeBron James. Everything he does publicly is going to be talked about and speculated upon. Whenever you say LeBron James flew private, I think you just get rid of the... I don't know if he's going into
We know.
Southwest.
I don't know if he's going into any airports at this stage. Congratulations, by the way.
Good work, Bron.
Very expensive. Obviously, let's take care of the ozone. Let's take care of the ozone, this entire thing. Let's talk. Let's go a little bit deeper here. Now, he can opt out of his contract, obviously, with the Lakers. He has until June to do as such, I do believe, from our last conversation. What are the Cavaliers sitting in the draft? Because now, obviously, Shams Charania, a friend of the program, he's talking about how the Lakers have basically said they're okay with drafting Bronny if that's something, that would not only entice LeBron to stay, but also if it would make their team better. And obviously they know he went to USC, grew up in LA. It could be a perfect situation for both parties. I think he said second round or like late first. What are the Cavs draft situation? And is that falling into any of this thought process that you're having about LeBron getting a warm welcome back in Cleveland whenever his future is potentially still in question?
Well, first off, Bronny had a great day yesterday, the first day at the Combine. We really hadn't seen him play for months. He shot the heck out of the ball. He didn't shoot well at all at USC. Shot terribly from three-point range. Now, granted, these are drills, but he really impressed scouts. He went 19 of 25, and this drill here was second best, and that was very impressive. Secondly, he has really added some weight. He probably played at USC 195, 197. weighed in at 210 and definitely had added muscle. He did measure in bare feet at 6'1.5". He was listed at 6'3" at USC. I don't think anybody actually believed he was 6'3". That's not like...
Yeah, you NBA people lie all the time. The NFL tries to make people as small as possible. The NBA is like, let's put 2 socks on. Let's get some shoes on. Yep. We want them to think these guys are as big as possible. The NFL is like, we want them to be tiny. As tiny
well,
as
nobody
possible.
in the NBA is 6'9". They're all 6'10". Nobody in the NBA is 6'11", except for Kevin Garnett. Always said 6'11", even though he's like 7'1". Nobody's 6'1". I'll bet you won't see one player in the NBA listed at 6'1". They're all 6'2", if not 6'3".
I love that. I love that. I wish we could do that in the NFL. I would have been 6'3" bombing balls. It would have been fantastic.
Yeah. But it was a really good day for him, and I think he is. We'll see. He's starting to do scrimmages tonight. I think he's trending towards getting drafted. Now, you asked me about the Cavs and the Lakers. The Cavs have the 20th pick, I believe, in the first round, 21st pick. Lakers have the 17th pick. I am not a draft expert. I am not going to sit here and BS you and tell you I've watched film and all these guys. To be honest with you, I got so much going on with the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Most of these guys who get drafted, I'm not going to have seen them play. I learn them when they do summer league and when they get to the NBA. I'm not going to.
We don't know any of these dudes. Alex Sarr, this guy's a beast.
First 5 guys. Never heard of any.
We don't know when
the guy who might get picked first, Zachary Ricochet. I actually have seen him in person. That was a strange one-off. I'm not going to try to pretend like I'm a draft expert. That said, the experts I talk to think that there's a good chance Bronny's going to get drafted. I don't think he'll be a first-round pick unless somebody's making a move. But I'm also going to tell you that anybody who says they know what's going to happen with Bronny right now, they're just guessing. Teams don't know him. Teams haven't got a chance to hear from him. So this next week and then workouts over the next 3 months or the next 3 weeks, we're going to know more about him. You ask me that question in a month, I'll have a better answer for you. So, so the question is, does drafting Bronny might make you have a chance to get LeBron? Is that something the Cavs or another team would consider? So Rich Paul, his agent, is on the record. This is not whispered, sources said. Rich Paul, his agent, is on the record as saying that that's not the case, that they're going to try to get Bronny into a place where he can worry about his own career, that is not something that, you draft Bronny doesn't mean you're getting Bron, et cetera, et cetera. But I assume most of us are fathers, or some of us are fathers.
Hell yeah.
We know what LeBron has said. LeBron wants to play with his son. Now, I don't necessarily know if that's going to happen this year. I don't know if he would walk away from the team. I believe firmly he's going to end up back with the Lakers, and the Lakers are going to give him the contract he wants, and they're going to try to make a trade to improve the roster, and they might even draft Bronny. But we know LeBron wants to play with him. Whether or not it works out, I don't have an answer for you today. Let's just wait and see how things go.
Oh, Wendy, you're supposed to give us unreasonable answers.
I know. All right, see you guys later. I'm sorry.